can go right ahead. So hello everyone, welcome back to Networking Club by MCF Employment Services. So my name is Henrietta and today I have Angie, Angie Godin, and yeah, so she's from NBCC, that's the New Brunswick Community College, and today she'll be showing us a walk through the online application process.
So good afternoon, everyone. As Henrietta said, my name is Angie Godin, and I am a recruitment advisor here at NBCC. My office, I'm based out of the Woodstock campus, but I can help you with any of our 6 campuses. So I have a short presentation that I want to show you today. And then I do want to walk you through the website because there is a wealth of information that's available on our website. As I'm talking today, there is a chat function, and I think you guys are very familiar with Zoom. This is my first time, so but at the bottom, there's a chat. So if you think of a question as I'm going through the presentation, feel free to put it in the chat. And when I'm done presenting, I can't see it while I'm presenting, but when I'm done, we'll go through any of those questions and we'll have a question and answer period at that time, okay? So what I'll do now is I'm going to share my screen. And I think what you should be seeing now is things you need to know about NBCC, correct? Is that what you can see, Henrietta?
I can see that, Angie.
Awesome. Okay, so we'll start through this. So as I mentioned, I work at the Woodstock campus, but I represent all 6 of our campuses. So NBCC is one college with 6 campuses around this beautiful province. NBCC campuses are located on Mi'kmaq, Woolastook, and Passamaquoddy homelands. Since 1726, this land has been subject to treaties that are still in effect today. We're very grateful to learn together on this land, and we do so guided by the original spirit of those treaties: peace, respect, and friendship. So I believe most of you, if not all of you, are located in Fredericton. That is the location of our newest and our smallest campus, which is right at the top of the UNB and STU campuses. It doesn't offer any trades, but it has 12 full-time programs in various other areas. Just an hour up the road, I'm not sure if any of you have ventured up this way yet, but that's where you'll find us in Woodstock. We have a lot of trades programs offered in Woodstock, including bricklaying. It's the only campus where you could take bricklaying. About 2 hours away from Fredericton, over in the northern part of the province, you're going to find our campus in the Miramichi area. It's the only one to offer certain programs like animation and graphics, criminal justice programs, environmental technology, and there's actually 2 locations in Miramichi. They have some heavy equipment service technician program that's actually offered off-site. It's off-site from the main campus. It's over at the Forest Training Center. So there's 2 areas over in Miramichi. If you drive south from Miramichi, about an hour and a half away from Miramichi, and I think probably about Fredericton as well, that's where you're going to find the Moncton campus. It's located in the largest city in the province of New Brunswick, and Moncton offers over 70 of the 90+ programs that NBCC offers as a whole. So there's a lot of programs that you can take in Moncton. Our other large campus would be in St. John, and there's actually 2 locations in St. John. The main campus is located on Grandview Avenue. That's where the majority of the programs available at the campus are offered. All healthcare programs are actually offered at the Allied Health Center, which is on the same campus as the University of New Brunswick, right next door to the St. John Regional Hospital. So if you want to take anything with healthcare, you're going to take it at the Allied Health Center. Last but not least, we have our beautiful campus in St. Andrews. It's absolutely a gorgeous spot. If you haven't been there yet, make sure you check it out. It's a tourist destination for people around the world, really. That's a lot of programs that we offer in our hospitality and tourism are offered in St. Andrews because that only makes sense. It's a great spot to be. They also have some destination programs. So a destination program would be a program that you can only take at that campus. You can only take refrigeration, air conditioning, or marine diesel mechanic can only be taken in St. Andrews. So that's just a quick little synopsis of our campuses and what they offer. I'm going to show you the website later, which is so easy to navigate, and that's where you'll find a lot of information broken down very easy of all the different programs. So as I mentioned, we have a lot of program areas. NBCC, we've been doing trades for a long time and we're very good at it, but we have a lot of other programs that people don't even realize. So on this slide, I've listed some of the program areas. Each area has a number of programs offered within. So for example, if you look at electrical and electronics engineering, they actually offer 3 programs within that program area itself. So there's a lot of different options at NBCC. If you're new to NBCC, you might not realize how hands-on our training is. We're very committed to providing an applied learning environment. Although we're delivering some of our courses online right now due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we're maintaining an applied component for each program, all the while following public health guidelines surrounding the pandemic. For example, this fall, our carpentry students, they were actually in the shop a minimum of 2 days a week. To maintain proper social distancing, the class has been divided into 2 groups, with half in the shop on Monday and Wednesday, and the other half there Tuesday and Thursday. So when you're at NBCC, it's a very hands-on experience. We have very small class sizes. We're able to ensure that we provide an applied learning environment by keeping those class sizes small. The average first-year class at NBCC is only 21 students. So that becomes a very intimate learning environment where you get to know your instructor very well and they get to know you. This ensures our students acquire the skills that they need by being so small. An example, our healthcare students pictured on this slide, they're able to participate in the clinical rotations and have access to the lab on campus. I should note, obviously, these were taken pre-COVID-19. So no one's wearing masks because these are potential. If someone has their microphone on, so if you wouldn't mind just checking to make sure that you are on mute. Thank you very much. So our next slide here shows industry experienced instructors. This is a picture of our students from last year over in the Miramichi in our environmental technology program. And really, who better to teach you the hands-on skills that are involved in your field than industry experts themselves? At NBCC, we're very proud of the fact that we hire instructors who've actually worked in the field. Our nursing instructors are actual licensed practical nurses or maybe registered nurses. Our business instructors have come to us from business. In this slide, you'll see our instructor in the environmental technology program, Linwood Dunham. In his downtime, Linwood is the owner and project manager of his own environmental consulting agency. So when you're at NBCC, you can be assured that you're going to be learning from experts that are keeping current in industry standards. This next slide, we have a little video to talk to you about Career Coach. So I'm not sure where everyone is on their journey trying to decide what the best opportunity for them is. We have a fabulous tool that's available on our website. I'm just going to play this little video for you. If you can't hear it, Henrietta, could you please let me know?
Sure.
What do you
Yes, Angie, I will.
Great.
Maybe you want to change the world. Or maybe you just want to pay the bills and do something nice on the weekends. Maybe you want to be an early childhood educator, or a practical nurse, or a construction foreman, or maybe you just don't know. So how do you decide? The first thing you want to know is which jobs are growing in your area, what the wages are, and what sort of training is needed to get your foot in the door. What if you wanted to be a software developer? You'd ask, how many software developers are there in my area? And what do they earn? How do I become a software developer anyway? Faced with all these unknowns, you could get stuck doing what you know, instead of learning how to do what you love. Wouldn't it be great if you could get a few simple facts about potential careers before having to pick one? That's why we have Career Coach. Using real data from your area, Career Coach lets you research over 900 careers in order to find the one that's right for you. With just a few clicks, you can explore career growth, wages, job postings, and academic programs and training that will help equip you for the right job. In Career Coach, you can use the search box to find careers that you're interested in. See a career you like? Click the star icon to create an account and bookmark it. Save your favorite careers so you can look at them later. If you're not sure where to begin, just click the Get Started button in the lower left. This takes you to a short 6-question assessment test where you can get personalized career recommendations based on what you enjoy doing. And when you're ready to apply for a job, Career Coach even gives you a simple resume builder, so you can quickly create a resume and send it to prospective employers or download it to your computer. There's a whole world of career choices out there, and Career Coach is here to help you explore them all.
So when we go to the website, I'm going to show you where to find Career Coach. It really is an excellent tool to help you figure things out. I can't recommend it enough. There's some other resources there as well, and I'll show you that when we're on the website. So even though NBCC is a community college, we attract a very diverse, excuse me, a very diverse student population. Last year, 20% of our student body was made up of international students. While we have a large student population that's under the age of 21, the majority of our students are older than that, and they've come to us from all across Canada. We have Indigenous student advisors and an Indigenous recruitment advisor on staff that are here to support those that are self-identified Indigenous learners. The main focus at NBCC is the success of our students, and we understand that doesn't always involve what is going on in the classroom. Each campus has a Student Success Center dedicated to assisting you throughout your post-secondary journey. Within the Student Success Center are a variety of professionals here to help you. Student service representatives can help you with financial questions, tuition payments, and direct you to additional resources if required. Other members of our Student Success team include our learning strategists, who work with individuals that might require access to services such as tutoring or learning assistive technology, and our career and well-being counselors who are available to provide personal counseling and career guidance. And that's something that I want to show you on our website as well. If you would like to book some career counseling appointments, you can do that on our website with one of our career and well-being counselors. So I'll show you how to do that. As well, our library commons coordinators are available to provide access to educational resources. They are a phenomenal resource if you need help in anything with your research or anything that you're doing that you need a little extra help. Our library commons coordinators are fantastic people. This slide is really, really important as you're trying to figure out where the best place to gain your education is. The number one reason people attend post-secondary, obviously, is to obtain gainful employment in their field of study. Usually you go to school because you want to get a job. 1 year after students complete their studies at NBCC, the province of New Brunswick surveys all graduates to gather their employment information. The most recent survey results show that 89% of the 2018 grad class was employed within 1 year. And of those students that responded, 94% were able to find employment here in New Brunswick. Additionally, 85% of those were employed in their field of study. So those numbers are very high and they speak for themselves. If you're interested in a quality education that leads to a career here in our beautiful province of New Brunswick, NBCC is definitely the place for you. So the stat that I gave out about 85% of employed in their field of study could actually be a little bit higher, but many NBCC alumni choose to further their education through articulation agreements with various universities throughout not only Atlantic Canada, but the rest of Canada and even the world. So I've displayed here a few logos of various universities. Some you'll recognize from being right in the Fredericton area, UNB and St. Thomas. There's a lot of universities that we have around the world that we have agreements with. NBCC alumni are prepared to begin their career when they complete their studies at college, but many of them will also have the option to further their studies if they like. We have pathway agreements that allow you to continue your educational journey by giving you credit for what you've done at college towards a university degree. NBCC grads who choose this route are prepared for employment, and they've gained practical experience when they complete their degree, and not to mention save thousands of dollars. These are just a few of the schools that we have agreements with further details and a full list available on our website. You know what really helps you give an extra edge when you're looking for your first job? Volunteer work. All students at NBCC have the opportunity to give back while developing their leadership skills at NBCC. Through the award-winning Robertson Institute for Community Leadership, you'll complete a leadership course and volunteer in your community before you graduate. Through these service activities, you'll develop the important skills that employers value, such as teamwork, creative problem solving, and adaptability. This is something that I personally am very passionate about. I'm a member of the committee that looks after this program. Sorry, someone has their microphone unmuted there. If you could please mute that, thank you very much. I'm easily distracted.
Sorry about that, Angie.
Oh, that's okay. No
I just
worries.
muted that person. Sorry about that.
Not a problem. That happens to all of us. I'm just easily distracted. So the Robertson Institute for Community Leadership, as I say, I'm personally very passionate about this project. I believe that it's in everyone to give back. Some of us can give financially and some of us can't give a lot of financial, but we can all give of our time because that doesn't cost anything. I've got a, whoops, sorry, I moved a slide here. I've got a quick little video that I want to show you about, just explains a little bit about Robertson Institute.
Have you ever felt too small to make a difference? Do you want to be part of something bigger? What can be accomplished in one day when a community works together is truly extraordinary. Every year, thousands of students choose NBCC, knowing they'll graduate with the skills that are in demand with employers. With NBCC's new Robertson Institute for Community Leadership, experiences in service learning and leadership will distinguish NBCC grads in the workforce. NBCC students will not only learn the skills to get the job done, they'll have the ability to make a difference in their communities and across the province. Join the movement and help transform New Brunswick.
As you can see on the side, we've volunteered over 51,000 hours to 970 community and volunteer activities throughout our college service days that we've held. So there's really some great things that are happening, and especially as a newcomer to the area, if you are new to New Brunswick or the Fredericton area, it's a great way to meet people and get involved in your community. Affordable education. As we've mentioned previously, you can save a lot of money with an education at NBCC. As a government-funded public college, our tuition is subsidized by government, and that makes the cost of your education very affordable. Tuition for a regular full-time program is $3,380 per academic year. The fee to apply is $50. There's a tech and resource fee of $306, which also includes a free download of Microsoft Office and any other software required for your program. The cost of books, clothing, and equipment varies for each program. We've taken an average of all programs for this presentation, but if you'd like to know program-specific costs, that information can be found on the program information page, and I'm going to show you that as well, because I think that's really important. This is an average of all of our programs, and it will vary depending on what you're taking. Each campus has a very active student council, and each student pays a fee of $110. That covers various costs associated with your studies like grad gowns, IDs, lockers, activities, and events. If you currently do not have health and dental insurance, there's a mandatory fee of $265 that will cover you for a 12-month period. There is an option to add on spouse and children for additional fees. If you want full details on everything that is covered and what the plan costs to add your spouse and children, just visit mystudentplan.ca. This is a really important slide that I want everyone to take note of, our scholarships and bursaries. Through the NBCC Foundation and many generous donors, we're pleased to offer a number of opportunities for scholarships, bursaries, and awards to our students. Each year, bursaries and scholarships are available in varying amounts to students attending one of our 6 campuses in the province. Applications are made in the fall. Awards are normally given out about December, and they typically go towards your winter tuition. If your tuition is already paid, then the check is given to you. So there's a really great opportunity there. For a full list of these awards, please visit the scholarships and bursary section of our website. Lots of information there. And if you also look at that website, there's other information about other scholarships that you could apply for that aren't within NBCC, but just out there in the community or even in the country. There's various ones there. Lots of great information on how to pay for your education. So now we're getting to the good stuff. How do you apply? It's super, super easy. I'm going to walk you through it on our website as we go through that in just a minute. It's really easy. You just go to nbcc.ca and you click Get Ready to Apply. There's your application. There's a $50 application fee. And then we do need to have your official high school, college, or university transcripts. As permanent residents and newcomers to New Brunswick, we ask that you upload what you have. If you can't access, because we know with COVID, sometimes you can't access that, we ask that you upload what you have, submit it, and then if the admissions needs anything further, they'll contact you after that. So that is the end of my presentation. I'm just going to leave my contact information there for just a second. If you want to write down my email, my cell number, please jot that down. You can reach out to me at any time, email, call, text, whatever's easiest for you. I'm here to help. So I'll just leave that for just a second. And then I want to walk you through the website. I'm not able to see the chat, Henrietta. Is there anything in the chat? Are you able to see that?
Let me have a look. Yes, so yes. So can you see it now, Angie?
I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. I wanted to leave it there for a second for folks to leave. Okay, I can see we've got lots of. Thank you, Mike, for helping out. So the slide on medical laboratory, that was the slide I was just basically talking about how small our class sizes are. And the average first year class is 21. That's basically what that slide was talking about. Great, thank you, Mike. I appreciate you putting that link in there for those programs. That's fantastic. The link on the scholarship and bursaries and my contact information. Great that Mike's here helping. I appreciate that, Mike. All right, so what I want to do now is I want to go to our website. I want to walk you through a few basic important things. Are you seeing our website now?
Yeah, we can see it, Angie.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so here's our, I wasn't sure if it took a while to pop up there or not. So, okay, so here we are on our website, nbcc.ca. What I'd like you to do is hover over programs and courses. And then when you slide over here to regular programs, as I mentioned during our presentation, we have over 90 programs, and that can be a little bit daunting sometimes. So if you're looking, maybe you specifically, you're not able to travel, you're not able to move, so you want to know exactly what programs are offered in Fredericton, just the Fredericton campus. So when you click on that programs and courses and go over to regular programs, click this button here that says all campuses and select just Fredericton. Click your search button, and then that's going to divide it down, and it's going to show me only the programs that are offered at the Fredericton campus. So that makes your search a little bit easier. So you can say, okay, this is what, if I'm restricted to just Fredericton, these are the great opportunities that are available for me in Fredericton. Perhaps you're in a situation where you could move or you could travel, and you know that you want to work in a certain area. So we'll go back up here, we'll change it to all campuses. And these are the program areas that we've divided it by. So maybe you're thinking, I think I would like to work in a trade. I want to be very hands-on. I like building things. I'd like to learn more. So what about a trade in building and construction? Highlight that program area and then click search. So then this will show you all of the programs that we offer in building and construction. And then over here on the right, it shows you what campus they're offered at. So the programs listed over here, the campus is listed here. And then you don't see, maybe there's nothing there that you want to know. Tell me more about civil engineering technology. What programs could I find in that? Go up and change your program area to that and click search. And then you see all the different civil engineering technology programs. There's one in Fredericton that maybe that interests you. If you click on the program, you're going to go to the program page. And the program page has a lot of information available for you. Every program page gives a program overview to kind of get you a little bit of an idea about the program. There's a video for everyone. The duration, so how long is this program? We have programs that are a year and a half, 2, and we have a couple that are 3. So this section right here will tell you how long you're going to be in class. And then this is really important here, your admission requirements. So what is required to take this program? This here tells you need to have a high school diploma, a GED, or an adult's high school diploma, some sort of diploma like that. And then you also need to have these prerequisites here. If you do not meet these admission requirements, sometimes there are other things that we can do. So I'd like you to contact me and we can look into what those opportunities are for you. We do offer a lot of upgrading online. So maybe you have your high school diploma, but you don't have all of the sciences, you could take those online through us. So there's a lot of opportunities there. If you look at the admission requirements and you don't have what it takes to meet the requirements, please don't let that dismay you. Reach out to me and we can see what we can do to help you. career possibilities. So this will give you an idea. When you're done the program, what are you going to be employed as? Where are you going to be working? Specific considerations. So these are things specific to this program that would be of interest to you. And then this is really important here, program courses. It lists the program, the courses that you're actually going to take in the program. And then when you click on that program, it gives you a little brief synopsis to give you an idea. So what is architectural CAD? What does that mean? It explains it out for you. So that's a really helpful tool so that you can figure out more about the program. Lots of information there. This is important as well, articulation agreements. So who do we have an agreement with that you can transfer your education from NBCC to that university, and what will they give you credit? So I can't stress enough, so much information available on the program pages about every one of our 90 programs. It's just program the courses and then hit the regular programs. There are a lot of other programs that are available as well. We have specialized programs, we have postgrad. You can see the list here. We could be here for 2 hours going over all of our courses, but this is why I really wanted to have this time with you to show you the website so that you can do some exploring on your own and then reach out to me and we can go a little bit further and a little bit deeper and see what's the best thing for you. So much information available there. If you do, I mentioned the high school courses that maybe you need. When you click on that, the information is available there for what courses we do offer. If you see biology and you think that's something that you would be interested in taking, click on that and it'll tell you when it's next offered. Right now, it's actually closed for registration because it's already started, but keep an eye on this website, and when there's a new class offered, it'll be posted here. One thing I forgot to show you that I did want to when we were on the program page, each program, when you're up here, it shows you the campus, it shows you the start date, and then it shows you over here tuition and fees. So remember I was showing you the slide and had the average for books and things like that, but as a permanent resident, you want to click on domestic. And now it's going to show you exactly what you have to pay and when. And it breaks it down very easily for you. This tells you your tuition in the fall is $16.90 and in the winter is $16.90. Your student government fee is $55 and $55. So they're broken down, they're divided. Your health and dental, you pay all up front in the fall. Your tech fee is divided in half. And then this is telling you that your book cost for the fall is going to be $14.50, and for the winter it's going to be $1,030. So that just helps you be better prepared for when you come. You know, this is what it's going to cost me for books. So this is a really important page for each one of our programs. Each one is different because obviously books are different. In accounting and payroll, you don't need to have any specific equipment, but if you're taking a welding course, you're going to need to have a welding helmet. You're going to have special gloves and boots. So it varies for every course. Okay, so I've talked about the programs, I've talked about tuition, a couple of other things that I do. There is so much information available on our website, and it really is quite user-friendly. Just hover over the column heading here, and the information is available, and so much is there for you. One thing I do want to point out to you is right down here. If you are not 100% sure what the best choice for you is, and you would like to talk to a career and employment enrollment counselor, we have free counseling available. So when you click on this square right here, it's going to take you to this page. This is a great option for folks that really aren't sure. I can talk to you about programs and I can talk to you about where they're offered, but we have career and well-being counselors that are trained, and it's their profession to guide you into what the best career for you is. Because something that I'm very, very passionate about, and I really, NBCC as a whole, we really believe this. We want you to be in the program that's the right fit for you. We don't want to just put you in a program to put you in a program. We want you to be successful, and you're going to be successful when you're in the right program. So if you're not sure what is the right choice for you, you really want to talk to one of our career and well-being counselors, and they can help you with that. So when you click on this link right here, you can schedule an appointment. So what you do then, it tells you a little bit of information about it. And maybe you're thinking, okay, I'd like to talk to, I'm interested in a little bit in engineering. I think maybe that's where I'd like to go. I'm not really sure. Click here and you can book it with Chris Trotter. She's one of our counselors. And you book it as a virtual or over the phone. Okay, at this time, that's what we're booking. So that's a really great spot to book an appointment to get some of that career counseling. Oh, there's so much more. Another really important spot that I'd like you to visit is I Want to Visit. So in this time, unfortunately, we're not able to welcome you to the campus physically, but we're working really hard as a recruitment team to provide a lot of opportunities for you. I think Henrietta and I are going to book some more of these. I know I have a couple more coming up with the youth in your area, but we have some other things that are available as well. So click on the I Want to Visit and you'll see what's happening. We had an open house in the fall. We recorded everything. So if you click on view recordings, you can see all of the sessions that were taped, and you can then learn a little bit more about each individual program. These are really great sessions, Discover and NBCC information sessions. They're really probably a lot of the same information that I'm giving you today, but other things that are available as they become available get posted right here. These are program information sessions. This is what I wanted to get down to. These are really great. If you want to know a little bit more maybe about our new social service community worker program, we're going to have a session on February 3rd and you can register for that here. So it just helps you learn more about specific programs. So keep an eye on this website for a lot of information. Henrietta, had we booked this for a half hour or an hour?
Just an hour. No,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just looked at the clock. I said, oh, I wasn't quite sure. I sometimes talk really fast, so I'm trying to slow myself down.
We're all hearing. Well, I can hear you just clearly, so it's fine.
Okay. So again, I keep saying it over and over, but so much information available on our website. You are looking over here under admissions and finances. I talked about the scholarships, the bursaries and awards. When you click on this, it will give you a little bit more information and it will show you. For some reason it's not going. There we go. So there's information here on NBCC scholarships, bursaries, and awards, but then there's also these additional scholarship opportunities. So there could be a lot of things here that you might be eligible for. Make sure that you're looking into that. Financial resources, that's another great spot to look at. How are you going to pay for college? There are a lot of opportunities available. Training, skills, and development is an excellent, excellent way. They have a lot of resources available to you. So when you click on this, it will take you directly to their website. And then you could book an appointment with an employment counselor through them to see if you'd be eligible for funding through them. So this is a great spot that you want to visit, admissions and finances, and then financial resources. Talks about Scholarships Canada, how to this here is student financial assistance. So this is applying for a student loan. A lot of different opportunities available there. So make sure you check that out. I wanted to show you Career Coach, Student Services. So when you hover over this column right here, and then you click on Career Coach down here. So there's a lot of resources that are listed right here, but clicking on Career Coach, that's going to take you to the link where you can walk through that video that I showed you. It'll take you right here, and then you can create your own account. It'll build a resume for you if you don't already have one. It does a little career assessment. So this is, again, a tool for you if you're not sure which program is the best for you, and maybe you're not ready yet to book an appointment with a counselor, but you'd like to do some on your own. Make sure you check out Career Coach on our website. Before I forget to show you this, over on About and the Contact Us, click on Recruitment Advisors. I've given you all my contact information, but if you lose it or you can't, you're not sure, all of our pictures are here. This is our fantastic recruitment team. We don't have Mike's picture up here. We need to put Mike up here. But this is our team here, and there's a form here that you can fill out and contact us. You can book an online virtual advising appointment. So if you've decided that there's a program at the St. John campus that you'd like to go to and you'd like to talk to the recruiter from St. John, you can book an online virtual advising appointment by clicking on that. And then when you come here, you say, no, it's St. John that I'm interested in. And then it'll bring up the calendar and the slots available with the St. John recruiter. So there's great opportunities there to book an advising appointment if you want a little further details on specific things. But again, any one of us can help you with any of the programs at the campuses. Okay, I think we'll go back to our main website. So nbcc.ca is our homepage, and that's kind of where we take off on everything. There's a lot of information available. This is a spot, if you're going to be coming in the fall, you want to be keeping an eye on this. Right now it's 2021, but fairly soon we'll be switching to 21-22, which seems crazy. So when you click on this, this will tell you, due to COVID-19, what are we doing and where are we with the state of emergency in the province and how are we handling that? NBCC has been at the forefront in adapting to this operational plan that we have to. We've quickly hit the ground running and figured out how to still be able to provide top-notch service to our students because that's what they've come to expect, and we were able to make that happen. There's lots of great information here telling you how exactly that's going to be. Some of our classes, as we mentioned, are online, but some are still available on site. This is where you go to find all that information about what's happening. So through all of this, maybe you already know what you're doing, or you've done your research, you've looked at different programs, and you've decided, okay, I'm ready to apply. I know what program I want to take. I'm ready to start my application. So when you click on this green button here, I'm ready to apply, it's going to take you to this page here. So one thing that I cannot stress enough, and I will tell you I'm guilty of doing it myself, please read. Sometimes we skim or sometimes we skip right to the bottom, but please take the time to read all the information because there's a lot of important information available to you here. So take the time to read. And now which would I fall under? And I believe everyone on this call is a permanent resident, so you would go under the Canadian and permanent resident applicants. Click how to apply. There's a lot of important information, and again, can't stress it enough, please read. It will tell you exactly how to do it. Step 1, pick a program and campus location. You can apply for up to 2 programs. So your $50 application fee gives you the opportunity to have 2 selections. So what you really, I strongly urge you to think about the #1 program you want to take at the #1 location. So this is the program at this location that I want to take. That's your first choice. Your second choice, and you don't have to have a second choice if you don't want to, but your second choice that you can pick is, I'm okay taking this program at this campus. If you don't get into that first program, maybe it's already full, it's got a wait list, and you really want to come to school this fall, you're okay taking a different program at a different campus, or maybe the same program just at a different campus. So they can be, it can be 2 applications for the same program, just different campuses, or maybe different intakes. So your #1 choice should be, this is the program I want to take at the campus I want to take it at. And then your second choice is, I'm okay with this one at this one if I don't get into my first. Okay, does that make sense to you? Hopefully. Review the program admission requirements. Take a look at the program page. Make sure that you have what it takes for the course. If not, reach out to me and we can figure out if we offer the training for it and different things for you. So that's what you need to review those admission requirements. Tuition and fees, we've talked about that, showed you where on the program page to find it. And then step 4 is to actually submit your application. There is a $50 application fee. You do need to pay that application fee with either a Visa or a MasterCard, and they have to be actual Visas or MasterCards, can't be the debit Visas. It has to be an actual Visa or MasterCard, or a debit card from TD, Bank of Montreal, Scotiabank, or Bank of Montreal. If you do not have one of those 6 things, again, please reach out to me and we'll figure something out for you. To complete your application online, you do have to have one of those things. Don't let it be a stumbling block and keep you from applying. If you don't have one of those, reach out to me, we'll figure something out for you. Submit your requirement documents. If you have them, you can upload them, as I mentioned before, If you need to get them from your institution, please contact them and ask them to email it directly to admissions@nbcc.ca. If you're getting it from your institution, then in order to be considered official, it must come directly from the institution to us. Email is the easiest. I have seen some folks that from their home country, they can't get it by email. So if they mail it to you, please leave it in the envelope that it arrived in, bring it to the Fredericton campus and give it to them there. This is a mailing address. If they mail it, they could mail it directly to college admissions. I know that there's a lot of different, I've had a lot of different situations where they won't mail it to us, they'll only mail it to you. So there's so many different things to work around. If they will mail it to admissions, this is the address. Review the admission process. NBCC is first qualified, first accepted. So what that means is the first person to apply that meets the qualifications is accepted. So that's a pretty neat thing that we do now. If your program is full, then we'll put you on a wait list if you meet the requirements. And our wait list does what we call rolls over. So it goes from year to year. You don't have, if you've been waitlisted for a program, you're going to stay on that wait list until you get in. Whether it's next year or the year after, you will stay on that. You don't need to reapply. And then step 7 is once you've been accepted, there's lots of great things to do from there, but we'll take it piece by piece. So let's get you applied. So you come back up here and click on this green apply now. More information to read. Again, stressing how important it is. The Visa, the MasterCard, or debit with one of these 4 banks. Program details. This is the information that you need to have at your fingertips when you're applying, okay? Make sure you have all of that with you. You can save your application and come back to it. You're not going to lose it if you don't have that information. It just makes it easier for you to complete it all at once. So you click this button at the bottom that says apply now. Now I already have an open application, so I'm going to go in through a different way, but as a new applicant, you would click this button and click register. And you're going to put in your email. That's going to be your user ID. So my user ID is my email. And then my password. You want to make sure that you write your password down somewhere so that we can, if you forget it, you have access to it. So this is what it looks like when you've already got an application in here and you save it because you didn't get everything you had. You didn't get everything put in and you need to come back to it. So you'll click the open button. Remember, this is only if you already had an application open. When you first apply, you got to click that other one. What I would stress to you when you're applying is to logically go through and so you'll click the first thing, which is your personal information. Okay, you fill your personal information in and then you click continue. Fill your information in and click continue. So you just logically work your way through, put your information in that applies to you, your immigration status. You would click permanent resident, and then they want to know your country of citizenship. So we'll just, and then click continue. Periodically doesn't hurt to click save either. That way, if your system crashes or something, you've got your application saved. So you keep filling this information out and then click continue. It just will logically take you through the process. I'm going to keep clicking the continue button until we get to the programs because I want to show you how to search for a program. So this is where you're going to pick your program. Search for and add programs. So the first thing we need to know is when do you want to come to school? What's the intake? So say you want to come in the fall and it's the practical nurse program you want to take. So I just typed in nurse and this showed me all the different ones that I can select from. So I highlight this one. I want to go to the Fredericton campus. And now it's added. I already had carpentry in here as my first choice and I put practical nurse as my second. I will say if you've got carpentry and practical nurse as your 2 options, we probably should talk to you about some career counseling. those are two completely different careers, and we probably should do a little deep dive there to make sure that you're in the right program. But that's how it works. It's super, super easy. You click save. That just keeps telling me it's changed because I've been in here multiple times. And then click continue, and this is where you're going to go to pay. So I don't have my debit card on me, and I'm not paying a $50 application fee, so I'm going to stop at that part. But that's you just keep going step by step. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen just so I can see. I thought there might be some questions in the chat. Oh, thank you, Mike.
Well, Mike has been so kind. He's been answering everyone.
I'm very thankful that Mike joined this.
He's been providing all the answers to the many questions.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you, Mike. Do the attendees have they must have the ability to unmute themselves, because I heard through the presentation a few that were unmuted. If all of the questions have been answered in the chat, if someone has a question, you could ask it now if you like, or if you're more comfortable putting it in the chat, you can add it to the chat.
Okay, everyone.
Oh, sorry.
No, carry on,
Mike. There were a couple of questions that came in privately that were asking about application status. So students who had actually already applied. Okay. So I've told them to reach out to you directly via email. So you'll probably get a couple follow-up from that.
Absolutely. Yep. Thank you very much, Mike. Were there any other questions that didn't need answered, Mike?
I don't think so. I think I got to most of them in the chat. So, but yeah, like you said, if anybody has any others, feel free to submit or unmute yourself and ask out loud.
I know I threw a lot of information at you today, folks, a lot of information. I hope I haven't overwhelmed you. We just have so many great opportunities here, and really wanted to walk you through the application process, because sometimes folks find it a little daunting when they first start. So that's kind of why we wanted to go through that piece part by part. But yeah, if you have any questions, you have my contact information. Please reach out to me. I can't stress it enough that we're here to help you figure out the next step for you. Do you have any questions, Henrietta?
Well, for me, none at the moment. But if I do get any questions from any of them, I will certainly send them over to you.
Okay. Awesome.
And like I mentioned, because this is currently recording, obviously, so we would also share this for anyone who's looking to go back to the information Angie has already gone through. So you can always go back to that. And if you have any questions based on that, send your questions over. And of course, you would still see Angie's email and a telephone number as well. So you can always reach out to Angie.
Absolutely. I see there is a question that just came in at the bottom. If I want to go to Moncton NBCC, do I need English or French? All NBCC campuses are English speaking campuses. So you do not need to have French to go to Moncton. We offer a program in Fredericton, Administrative Professional French Second Language. So if you want to learn French, you could take that program. But all of our campuses are English speaking campuses. So that may be something you may need, depending on what your first language is and what your education is in. You may need to look at the English language requirements. You can find that on our website under actually international students, and then click on the English language, and that will explain a little bit about that.
Angie, there is another question here. It says, hi, I already have the degree in computer science. Can I apply to the program IT Programmer Analyst? Absolutely.
Absolutely, you can. I often get that question asking if there's a study gap, if that's a problem, or if they already have education, but you absolutely can apply to that program. If you would like, I could send you a little bit more information on our programmer analyst. There is information on their website, but I do have a little bit further details that I could send you. Just send me an email and ask, and I can send that information out to you if you want a little further information on the programmer analyst. Where you do have the degree already in computer science, you might want to see kind of the courses that you'll be taking in a little more detail.
Okay, so Angie, does this apply to other courses apart from computer science?
If you already have education?
Yeah, have a degree.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, we don't just, we don't hold you back. If you've already had education, you could still absolutely take that. We do have some post-grad programs that you might be interested in as well. So there's a lot of opportunities there that if you already have a degree or a diploma in something, you might want to look at our post-grad. So that's on the programs and courses, click on post-grad and they're listed there for the various ones.
That's good to know. Because most times we have clients with like a first degree or a certification, and they might find this answer very useful. So thanks for that, Angie.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, you can come to, I mean, it's certainly not going to keep you from taking a course with us. The fun, yeah, no, that's definitely not going to hold you back from getting accepted. Is there any possibility to study in NBCC without leaving work, as I'm currently working full-time? Do you have an online education? We do have some online courses. Maybe real quickly, I'll share my screen again and I'll show you on our website where to look for that. So under programs and courses, part-time online courses. So when you click on that, it's going to show you all of the different courses that we offered. These up here are they're regular programs, but they're just offered part-time, online only. So if you want to become an educational assistant, if you want to work in early childhood, if you already have an early childhood certificate, but you want your diploma, you could take that. And then we have some other programs as well, records and information management certificate. And then these are all of the just general part-time courses. Maybe you want to upgrade your math or just various part-time courses like that. So that's all found up here under programs and courses, part-time online.
Thanks for that, Angie. So there is another question here. It says, does NBCC have an English test, or do we need to take a test like IELTS or the TOEFL?
Okay, so we don't have a test that we administer, but we do accept various tests. If you go to admissions and finances, and then over here under international applicants and click on English language requirements. So this is what will tell you whether we're going to need that test. If your first language is not English, if you don't have a minimum of 3 years of secondary education in English or a minimum of 1 year of post-secondary, then we do need to have an English proficiency test. And this lists all the different tests that we do accept. Please note that IELTS does need to be the academic test. A lot of folks take the general, but it does need to be the academic. The only one that I'm aware of that is online is the Duolingo. So that can be done online. But all of them, you can visit the website for full details on how to obtain the test and things like that.
Thanks, Angie. Okay, you've seen that, carry on.
Yep, I was able to get my chat popped up there. So
good. All right,
yeah, so, yeah, it made it much easier. So how does the pandemic affect the on-campus courses? Every program is a little bit different, so it depends on what program that you're looking for. Some courses, as I mentioned, have gone to completely online. So our business administration programs, because everything that you need to learn can be done virtually with business. But at NBCC, we have something that's called a virtual classroom. It's through our learning management system. So when you have an online class, most of the time, when you log in, the instructor is going to be there teaching you. It's in a virtual classroom, so they're actually going to be there teaching you. So this year, our business programs were completely online. We hope that next year the pandemic is going to be in a better place. We're all very hopeful that we're going to keep moving forward. And we'll be able to offer some of the courses on campus, and we'll still probably do some online. It's really hard to take a guess and see where we're going to be. That's where we hope to be. We hope to be in a position where we can offer some on campus and some will still be online. Our trades programs, same thing. They are already part-time on campus and part-time online. Basically, what we've done is if it was something that you would have been learning in a classroom environment, we've moved that online. So in our trades programs, math was taught in the classroom. So that's now taught online. But you can't teach someone how to frame a house online. You have to do that in the shop with 2x4s. So that's still done on campus. But your math is taught online. Employment skills is taught online in this virtual classroom. So I just want to make sure that folks understand when I say online, it doesn't mean that there's not an instructor there to help you. It doesn't mean that you're on your own with it. Your instructor is there to help you. So it's a little bit different. Okay, I see a question here from Linda. Linda, I think I would reach out to you individually about this for robotics related subject. And I'm not sure what the English level, what that refers to. So these questions, I'll respond to that individually afterwards. Am I able to access, because I'm new to Zoom, am I able to access their email, or should I ask Linda to email me directly, Henrietta?
Yes, so Linda, please, can you email Angie directly with this question, please?
Do you need me to describe the details for the subjects?
Sorry, what did you say, Linda?
Do you want me repeat the question?
Yes, so Angie.
Sorry.
It's okay. So Angie has just offered to reply you in private. Do you want to send Angie an email?
Because I'm just not sure what those English levels.
Looks like the IELTS exam. Is that the IELTS exam, Linda?
Exam watch? Because my computer, the voice is a little bit weak.
Okay. Then can you send an email to Angie, please, Linda?
Sorry?
Can you send an email to Angie?
Okay.
Thank you.
We can talk about that further, Linda.
I write it, okay?
Okay, fantastic, thank you. I'm just looking here, the next question, if I already have a bachelor degree in education and I would like to have a diploma in education, do I have to attend all the program from the beginning? So if you're looking at our early childhood education program, if you go up here to admission, or actually if you're wondering about any program that you might be able to get prior credit for, if you go up to admissions and finances and over here under accepted students, click on recognition of prior learning, and it will explain for you the process of how you are able to obtain recognition of prior learning. So basically what you need to do is you need to apply to the program and you need to be accepted. And then once you're accepted, as it gets closer to the start date, they'll post those dates here. There is a process to fill out. That process will involve you getting an official transcript from your institution that gave you your bachelor degree. It will also require a detailed course outline. So how it works at NBCC is you do it course by course. So when you start in the early childhood education program, we'll use that as an example, and say there's a particular course on child behavior, and you've already got something that you think is very similar to that, that's when you apply course by course for credit to that. So this page here will explain that process. Duolingo online test is acceptable. Yes, it's listed there on our English second language test. Okay, I see your email here, Linda. I'm just going to copy that and put that in my email.
Yeah, and Angie, I sent Linda a message as well, asking her to reach out with your email information there too.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you very much. This has been fantastic. I'm really thankful that you're all reaching out. I hope I haven't missed anyone's question. I'm looking through and I don't think I have.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you covered everything, Angie.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. This has been a great session for me. I appreciate all the interaction, because when I'm just sitting here talking to a computer, it's sometimes you wonder if you're reaching anybody. So I appreciate the interaction and the questions. I'm going to just share my screen one more time to leave my contact. Actually, I think I'll put it right here in the chat. That might be easiest. Okay, that's go to everyone. Did that pop up in the chat, my email?
Yes, I can see that.
Fantastic. Reach out to me,
Thank
folks.
you so much.
We'll help you with whatever we can.